Recently, I've been asking myself this question: are we as a society getting dumber? And the answer is quite simple. Yes, we are. Too many people have been infected with the woke virus, and the infected people are adamant in infecting others. In today's episode, we realize that toxic masculinity is literally killing people. We cheer on as advanced math courses are abolished because, racism, and as always, we expose the blatant hypocrisy of the squad. Let's get woke, sisters. Before we begin with the woke, toxic masculinity, fantastic, enlightened stuff, I want to point something out. I understand that many people think that masks are essential in stopping the virus, even when you're vaccinated. But my question is this: during an online meeting of all world leaders, don't you think it's a sign of weakness if the only person wearing a mask is good old Joe Biden? I think it is. What is he trying to fight? We all know he's vaccinated, but hey, maybe he's not trying to fight COVID. Maybe he's trying to fight the real pandemic. Toxic masculinity. Refinery 29, one of the most radical leftist publications in the country, published this. Fellas, is it gay to be immune from a deadly virus? That's going to be good. New statistics about the rates at which Americans are getting vaccinated for COVID-19 reinforce something we already know. Toxic masculinity is literally killing people. As it turns out, to little surprise, women are getting vaccinated at far higher rates than men, about 10 percentage points higher, despite the fact that there are roughly the same number of men and women in the US. Thankfully, they go on to explain that one of the reasons why men are getting vaccinated less than women is because of occupations. Women are nurses, women are teachers, therefore they're being prioritized when men are not. But still, they go on. But there's another factor at play, one that has more to do with cultural gender norms. This avoidance has been linked to masculinity ideals of men being strong, invincible, and not asking for help. No, that's CNN fake news. Have I taken the vaccine? No, I haven't. I haven't decided if I will or I will not. Am I eligible? Yes. Why haven't I taken it yet? Well, I don't know if there's a reason to take it. Oh, but you might get someone sick. Well, that someone can get a vaccine. Oh, but you might get sick yourself. Meh. Even if I get sick, so what? Is it a big deal? I am pretty young. I'm only 27 years old. That hairline don't look 27 to me. Men are bad, and we must get rid of them. The solution is simple. If all men become trans, then the world will be filled with women. Only women. How wonderful is that? And to make the whole thing easier, Pixar is hard at work making a movie for its young audience where the character is a trans person. We don't have any more info about the project, but I can already tell I'm going to love it. Before we move on, I want all you toxic males out there to take a look at this next video, pay attention, and do as she does, and stop being so toxic. Trigger warning, it's about to get cringy up in here.
Guys, I literally just rented a car for the day so that I can get my first vaccine shot. I'm so excited. I am getting my first vaccine shot. I was eligible starting Monday. I looked, there's one appointment, but it's at a drive-through area only, and I don't have a car. But I was willing to rent a car so that you can stick a needle in my arm to get this vaccine. I'm so excited.
Okay, moving on. Two members of the squad are back in headlines this week. AOC slams Republicans for using statistics and studies to debunk her Green New Deal. How smart of her. This shouldn't surprise you or me, considering she's a person who in 2019 said, "There's a lot of people more concerned about being precisely, factually, and semantically correct than about being morally right. If people want to really blow up one figure here or one word there, I would argue that they're missing the forest for the trees." As you can see, AOC doesn't care about reality. She only cares about what, without using facts, sounds right. Sounds morally correct. This tactic is used by a lot, if not all, of the members of the squad. For example, Ayanna Pressley, also in headlines this week. Her, for a different reason. She's one of the biggest and loudest proponents for abolishing rent because of the Rona. She also says that we must abolish student debt. She says that rent is white supremacist. But turns out she's a white supremacist herself. She made 15 grand last year on rent. How is that possible? How is she a member of the squad? I thought the squad was filled with righteous, morally correct people. But enough of the jokes. Let's be real here. If it wasn't for the squad, we wouldn't be having this righteous fight for equity right now that we're having in this fascist country. Thankfully, the woke are winning the battle and our country is becoming more equitable, step by step. For example, Virginia is abolishing all advanced math classes until 11th grade. Why? Because too many ugly white and Asian kids were taking those classes and not enough beautiful black and Latinx kids. So what do? Now nobody gets to take those classes. Now everyone gets to be equitable in their ignorance. Last, I want to leave you with our previous president's message to LeBron James. As we all know, Donald has been kicked off all social media, but every once in a while he sends these letters as tweets and, well, it's quite funny. Here's the one for LeBron James. The Office of Donald J. Trump. Statement by Donald Trump, 45th President of the United States of America. LeBron James should focus on basketball rather than presiding over the destruction of the NBA, which has just recorded the lowest television ratings by far in the long and distinguished history of the league. His racist rants and divisive, nasty, insulting, and demeaning. He may be a great basketball player, but he's doing nothing to bring our country together. I would have loved to read that to you in Donald's voice, but after all these years, I am yet to master that wonderful orange accent. But what do you guys think about his letter to LeBron? Is he right? Is he wrong? What about the squad? Do we need more wonderful leaders like them so we can abolish more courses? Is rent racist? Is it white supremacist? Comment down below. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share, follow me on Twitter, the whole things. Thank you. See you next time.